Leg? I don't know about this, man. You saw right there, it was a little laggy, wasn't it? That's weird. All the things are not there. It doesn't seem too laggy now though, so no one's saying anything. Oh, well, is it lagging? Is it not lagging? Not too sure, but you know what it is. We got a 2v2v2v2. And ninjas was with someone. LIAC doesn't really tell me too much. Might be with those two might be together. All I know is Ninjas was the host. Ninjas is a Zerg usually. Indeed, indeed, right here. So we got 2 turn, 3 turn, 4 turn, 5 turn. Okay, big turn game. All right, only 1 Protoss this game. That's pretty new. Used to seeing a lot of Protoss. This time we got only 2 Zerg, only 1 Protoss, and 5 Terrans. All right, could be interesting. And he's okay. I thought he wasn't walling, but he is. So good on him. Being smart here with the drones. That's nothing to laugh at, man. If you do not finish that barracks and you let your SCV die. Yep. Luckily, he does pay attention and sends another SCV, but losing an SCV is not ideal. He did send 2 drones though, so a little bit committed to this, I guess 9 pool. He does have 6 lings on the way. And Pink actually came into... So Pink is with Peach here. Oh my god, we have these similar colors again. Beige. So Pink is with Beige. And then we got Peach attacking Blue here with lings. Oh god, he needs another SCV, yeah. He is on the ball though. He's repairing. Oh god, not enough. Oh boy. He's making Marines, but okay, 3 SCVs. Can they wall? Not quite. He has 8 lings now. Nice rush. It worked, man. And he's even expanding right next to him. Feels bad, man. If you're Terran, I'm sure you can relate to this one. He even walled. He even walled nicely. It was ling proof, I believe. But the lings just broke that supply depot. And Pink with the early cannons, man. He's protecting his homie. And his homie is building supply depots for him. So, can't say I've seen this before. They got some pretty good positions. They're right next to each other. But, alright, yeah, blue tops out. And I guess yellow is with blue because he seems salty. Salt is a good indicator of many things. So I'm going to assume he's all alone now. Yeah, a bit of a funny walling tactic here. Wow, really weird actually. They totally walled in with supply depots. Nicely done with the cannons there. I think lings can get through double supply depots, so he's got to be careful here. Yep. He's going to see that the cannons aren't done. Really? They can't get through? Could have sworn they could. He can't attack the supply depots. There's nothing... I would have done that at least, but whatever. So they walled. That is so interesting. The Terran walled with supply depots. The Protoss went to his base and built cannons behind them. And then the Terran did the same for Pink's base. So it seems like they want to be pretty cheesy with their builds and go straight to air or something. Yeah, he's getting 2 starports already. And Pink's even making cannons around his main. Yellow... What the heck? Yellow made a factory? Oh, okay. So Yellow's actually with the Rusher. So I interpreted his perfect as salt, but it was actually a literal perfect because the rush was successful and he was stoked on that. So his homie did well, and now his team's looking alright, even though they're quite literally directly across from each other on the map. Shit happens though, and not bad spawn positions, because he can always run to 12 o'clock if he needs to. Nice defense from what are we saying, Pink? No, we can't say Pink because that's Pink. This is Peach, this is Beige, this is Pink. So nice nice defense from Peach. And we got Black down here looking to make Hydras. Nope, just drones for now. Looks like he's going to saturate that natural base. Pretty good timing. And Gray down here, a lot of tanks. Being pretty defensive, and he actually derped into those tanks. Interesting stuff. He scouted that out with his NG Bay. And decided to send 3 into 2 tanks that were already sieged, and he ended up losing. He lost 2 tanks for the price of 1 that he killed. So that's not the best. So yeah, he does have, yep, he's making battle cruisers. And he's got 2 tanks with these cannons. I mean, quite the wall off indeed. He's probably going carriers. For now, he's literally just got cannons though. And quite late for your first gateway. At, I guess at like 7 minutes 30 seconds he would have built that. It's just about done, so we'll see what he techs up into. But quite literally just cannons, and now tanks, tanks from Yellow down here. That could be disaster for Purple, who's only got cannons, or Pink, I mean. Yeah, if he drops him, that's pretty much death for Pink, because he has 0 tech, and yeah, hopefully he at least starts making zealots off this 1 gateway. But he's not really on top of his tech whatsoever. 0 signs of tech other than 1 singular gateway. He's got to throw that cyber core down, man. Where's the cyber core, bruh? We need your cyber core. When you gonna do it? Time is of the essence. I don't know, man. Feel like this is bad news for Pink here. He's just making pylons and cannons. Needs that cyber core. You gotta tech up. So Gray's got a pretty solid defense with all these tanks, but he is surrounded by other tanks of green. I guess olive, technically, but we'll call him green. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. More cannons. He still hasn't built that cyber core. Dude, you gotta be careful. You can't cannon down here. There's tanks. And if he drops you, you are a dead man. He's now getting his control tower, so see if he starts making dropships. If Yellow does that, man, that's bad news for Pink. To be sure. Yeah, takes out a probe there. This is trying to build cannons. Now he's even taking out the simulator. So tank's already proving to be annoying. And he still hasn't built that cyber core. Man, oh man, Pink. You gotta do more than just cannons, bruh. Like, why are you even getting gas then? You got 2.5k gas, and you haven't even built a core yet. StarCraft, eh? I shouldn't be a hater. We were all noobs once, weren't we? We sure were. Unless maybe you like watched all the pro games out there and got the gist of it before you actually played it. Then you'd probably be better than this, because he is not teching up whatsoever, which is pretty basic stuff. Pretty basic stuff indeed. Nice Muta attack here. That's pretty brutal for black. He does have a lot of hydras though, so he'll push that out, but he does get the hatch. So, bit of a well, not that big of a deal for black really, but it does hurt a bit. He needed, well, he didn't need it, but he would have benefited greatly from that extra income from this natural, but I'm sure he'll rebuild it. Pink doing a great job though, keeping him at bay in terms of economy, so very smart of him to do that. And he is pumping out a lot of, what's going on? I hear attacks. Don't know. Oh. Turrets? Turrets shooting overloads. What was I saying though? Talking about Pink, he is making a lot of mutas. And okay, well, those cannons from Pink paying off apparently, because he's not pushing into that. So props to Pink in his defensive mastery, and he finally made the cyber core. And in turn, he is making Stargates. So he's finally doing stuff. Congratulations. And actually, Beige returning the favor and sending him tanks. So even if Yellow wanted to push with tanks via dropships, that wouldn't go so well now, because luckily he's got tank support. Muta's just flying straight in, taking out Hydras. You don't see that often, but they are actually light units, and Hydras do explosive damage, so they actually do half damage to Mutas. And that is rough, man. That's a lot of Mutas. He just went for the full frontal attack. He has no spores or anything. He, of course, actually has the hive, but he doesn't have Defiler Mound. Man, just pure Muta. Taking out all the Hydras, and he needs help, he says. Clearly, okay. The Terran's coming in with the drop. He's taking out the dropships pretty quick, though. And dropping tanks, which you don't need. You need Goliaths. And the Mutas are killing the Goliaths, too. Holy cow. 1-1 on the Mutas. 1-1 on the Hydras. And 1-1 on the mechs. So they're even in upgrades, but not even in quantity. And he's sending more and more Mutas, man. That is brutal. This guy is a Muta god, apparently. I don't see this going well for black. He's got to rebuild or something. And now green being really annoying as well. Oh, green's on his team. Okay, gray's with... who's gray with? I guess gray's alone. He was with the 12 o'clock player. So gray's just camping up. And ninjas leaves. Too bad. Yeah, that was rough, man. Just pure Muta. I don't know if anyone can stop this guy. This guy is building up battle cruisers. Where'd he go with those? I hear something. Okay, he tried to attack yellow, perhaps. And now he informs pink. Not pink. Peach. He informs Peach that there is battle cruisers in Pink's base attacking yellow, because yellow is with Peach. And he's confirming the details from 1 o'clock. Yes, indeed. But sadly, these pure mutas can't attack right into that just yet. He needs to get a greater spire if he wants to get guardians. But this mass muta strategy is pretty good. I almost would swoop down and come into pink, but he doesn't really know that pink doesn't have many cannons down there. Why would he? Looks like he is heading that way, though. So he realizes the angle of those BCs and just going to head right in there, potentially. He's got, looks like 3 control groups at least. And he's actually going for green instead. Okay. Not too sure why. Just doing damage where he can, and this is pretty easy damage for him. Takes out a natural. Little does he know, this green player was all alone, so pretty irrelevant, really. These guys really got to work on pink and beige. And beige does have a good amount of battle cruisers. He's got 1-1, and pink actually also has, no, he just has 1-1 on armor and shields. He doesn't have the attack upgrade, because why would you get 2 cyber cores when you're going air? I don't know, says pink. I don't know why I would do that. But he should have. He definitely should have done that. Now he's behind on upgrades. Yep, now beige has 2-1. Looks like, yeah, he's getting the greater spire, so that's why he doesn't have 2-2. Beige? No, this guy's peach, this guy's beige. Holy cow, they look similar, though. Beige is the battle cruiser dude. Peach is the muta dude. The muta dude. Scourge too, so pretty smart. I do like Scourge versus BC a little bit more versus carriers, just because, well, I guess I actually do have more health on BCs, but, well, I don't know. It's hard for both. Scourge is tricky on carriers because they can derp into the interceptors, and on BCs, the upgraded battle cruisers can one-shot the Scourge, so it's hard to get in on those. Yellow did a bit of a drop, but now he's getting rushed by a large air fleet. He does have a lot of cannons, he has a lot of Goliaths, so he should be able to hold somewhat for now. And Peach is with him. He's got a lot of Scourge, so he's rallying up, ready to go. Yeah, there he goes. And once they take out this this ball of air, it's not going to be good news for pink and beige. But it is doing a lot of damage still, and you can see how these Scourge aren't necessarily that effective. He killed like three air units with so many Scourge, but the Muta, man, he's got a lot of Muta. I would keep going, man. Keep pushing. Are you kidding me? You had that. There's only 4, 5, 6, 2 BCs and 4 carriers. You can easily take that out, man. Oh, okay, he's just making Guardians and Devourers, it looks like, so not a bad choice either. Sending more Scourge as well. Meanwhile, green and I guess they've been duking it out, green and black. So that's pretty silly. They're just killing each other. Meanwhile, there's 2 teams of 2 out there, so you probably want to avoid this, but whatever. They're having fun with it. A little TVT action. And yeah, man. He's got Devourers now, and pink is a bit of a noob, not really doing much. I mean, he got carriers, but his production was pretty weak, and he's not even making more carriers, so he did lose all his probes, so I guess he's just out of money. Yeah, he's out of money. He made all those cannons, all that defense, but you can't win that way. You gotta make units. And he failed a little bit in that department. And now as a consequence, Oh, that's actually Peach that built there. That's pretty funny. So Peach actually built right beside Pink's, well, he built in Pink's natural. Pretty cute stuff there. And now the Devourers and Scourge and Muta are coming in, and it's all over, man. He's even got a Guardian in there to take out some cannons, I guess. You are not gonna survive this, my friend. A couple tanks as well to take out cannons. And Beige up here, he doesn't have the income to do much. He did a decent job with one base BC. He's got 1, 2. But even, yeah. Even Peach has been doing better. Because he's got 3 base. So he's already on 3-2. And probably pretty much maxed. Yep, he is maxed. Whereas Pink has 16 units. And Beige has 46. So yeah, I don't see how they can do much. And because these two have been fighting each other instead of realizing the true threat out there in the real world, it's all over, man. It's all over. Now Pink eyeing down here. Actually, oh, I guess he was scanning. Beige was scanning down there. Yeah, man, it's all over. It's a matter of time, and it probably won't even be that much time because you can get Guardians and take out all the cannons if he so desires. Well played by Peach, man. That was a pretty aggressive Muta-lisk to, I guess, more of a responsive Devourer attack. He probably would have kept going Mutas if there weren't so many battle cruisers. Yeah, very well done. He massed those up pretty quickly. Got the 3 base saturated equally as fast, I guess, and even got a 4th base if he wants it. He doesn't really need it though. You can see he's got, okay, he needs a bit more gas, I guess, but not really. I mean, he's maxed out, so right now he definitely doesn't, but his minerals are approaching 10k and he's at 2k gas, so pretty dang good. These guys still doing some tank on tank battles with Wraiths involved, and actually Yellow getting involved. What are you guys doing? Well, actually Yellow, yeah, that makes sense for Yellow. He's got to keep his mineral line intact. And now there's going to be Guardians killing Green. So it's over for him, and then Black lost out on all that. He's only at 100. Oh, I guess he's Gray, not Black. Gray's only at 100 supply, and he's been fighting Green, so he's a little displaced, and yeah. These guys are going to take it down. Peach pretty much secured the game the moment he killed Black. Just the way it worked out. Well, actually, he did that rush too. That rush was successful. It's a nice job there, which made Gray all alone. And then he killed Black with the mass Muta, which left Green all alone. And then Green and Gray decided to fight each other. So, pretty brilliant job by Peach, really. I don't think he, was that psychic to plot them against each other like that, but it worked out, and that's what happened, so. They just got to finish off Beige. He does have battle cruisers, but not what you want to do. You don't want to just send battle cruisers into spores. That's a bad time, man. That's not very cost efficient, especially when you're on one base and you only have, where is he at? He's only got 600 gas. Sad news. He's not even producing out of all his star ports because of that. But he does, to his credit, have lots of minerals, so one base can be pretty potent, but not when you keep losing your battle cruisers. And more mutas, good stuff. Gonna get the job done versus Wraiths, especially when he's got Devourers and not many Goliaths. And Goliaths, just like Hydralisks, as well as Wraiths, they're the Wraith air attack. They're all explosive damage, so they do half damage to mutas because mutas are light units. So yeah, Muta's pretty good choice for pretty much everything he faced there. And they didn't ally victory. Oh, there we go. Okay. Swift game, man. Good job to Peach. Yellow did well too with his mech. He was good on the defense, and he pushed into the middle pretty well and all that. So nice support for Peach just to swoop in with all his mutas, and you can see the score reflecting the outcome. Not to mention the APM. My fingers hurt just from seeing that number. Yep, the most produced, the most killed, the fourth lowest lost, which is impressive too for a Zerg. Holy cow. Usually you lose a lot more, but that's more if you're Zergling and Hydra. You're just constantly throwing those into enemies, but still, he only lost 71 for producing 400. That is well managed indeed. Raised the most, that means killed. Killed the most buildings. Almost constructed the most buildings, as a Zerg too. Compared to a Terran. Terran's, well, that was his ally. And there wasn't any Protoss except for the one dude who died early, right? No. Who's the Protoss? I don't even know, but impressive stuff. Mined the most as well. The literal best score across the board. Wow, impressive stuff. Muta's getting it done. GG, well played.